Mm-hmm.
Hi guys, following today's post on Facebook in regards to a Q&A session with myself and Anabolic Designs CEO Joe Binley. We've gone through the page and we're going to pick a couple of questions which we're going to initially answer now, and then we're going to drip feed the information for the rest of the questions over the rest of the week. So the first question that we're going to have a look at is from Tony Mount, and it was about, do I feel that fats have an important place in a competition prep diet? And at any stage, do they have any disadvantages or advantages to pulling them or keeping them in? Joe, what's your opinions?
Fats will play an important role, but the way I look at prep, you have different phases of prep. So initially, you want the metabolism to be running very, very quickly and the rate of digestion to be very quick. So I tend to have fats quite low initially and work very well with carbs and protein, quite high carbs to get the metabolism firing. And then as you move through the different phases of the diet, fats will be introduced at varying stages throughout the day depending on the training times and very much into macronutrient timings. And obviously when you get to the tail end of the diet, when you're looking to pull calories out, we work a lot more with fibres and timed carb approaches. So it does vary throughout the full course of a prep, in my opinion. There's no one way of doing things, as people respond differently throughout the prep.
My approach is generally I like fats initially in the diet, and I try to see how people respond to fats and carbs independently. So I tend to combine carbs and protein in one meal and carbs and fats in another meal, and then from that it is quite easy to gauge different people's tolerances of those macronutrients. Your hormonal reactions to fats I feel is quite important, especially for girls. So I do tend to keep fats higher for longer with girls. As I get to the tail end of the prep, I try to keep fats in as long as I can, but once you're at that stage where you do have to start pulling calories, which you do, like, let's not get too caught up on this whole metabolic damage that you can get the whole way through a prep without really getting stuck into it, because that's crap. Calories do have to come down, and in that stage there I will try to pull them from fats then, because I would prefer carbohydrates to stay higher, as I then find energy tends to stay higher, strength tends to stay higher, and your recovery from hard training sessions tends to be more efficient. But like Joe said, this does vary from person to person, so you need to assess your energy response from carbohydrate protein meals versus fat protein meals, as this will vary very much.
I think we'd like to stress as well that we're answering these questions for a performance-based athlete, going through a contest prep up to get on stage, where we're saying that the tail end of the diet, you're going to suffer slightly, because the last 2 or 3 weeks when you're really looking to pull down 4 or 5% body fat and lower, it's going to get very hard. But for anyone who's looking to do a photo shoot, a physique guy, or just a general member of the public looking to get in shape and achieve 10% body fat, then fats are probably going to stay in throughout. We're specifically answering this as an elite athlete looking to step on stage, looking to get sub 5% body fat.